Hey friends, welcome back to Rita Talks. I'm Rita, and on this YouTube channel, I just share some of the thoughts, ideas that I've been thinking about, some of the things that have been going on in my life, and you can see that it's broad daylight, and this is because yesterday I just came in and slept. I came back home from the gym and I was super tired, didn't want to do anything, so I just lay down in my living room and looked out at the sky, and it was just so good, what I needed. So didn't follow any of my morning, like evening routine, but that's completely okay. I needed that rest, especially like given the workouts that I did. But yeah, anyway, today I want to talk about my plans for this next week, in which I will be out of office, but I'm not traveling, I'm not going anywhere, I'm just staying here and resting because basically I haven't had a vacation since, like a proper vacation, since August. So that's been like 7 or 8 months now. And I can feel that, like, I'm just getting super tired, not being as productive as I can be. Especially that I pushed really hard in December and the beginning of Jan. So, so yeah, now I think it's time for me to take a rest. And so I planned out for the next week to just stay here in my town, or I can go over to Luxembourg for a little bit for some walks or something like this. But basically, the plan is just to give myself some mental space to rest, and not have to worry about different sorts of stuff. I'm not gonna try and do anything crazy. I'm not gonna try and get ahead on anything. I'm just gonna take the week off to rest, to read some fun books that I'm interested in, go for long walks, and work out. So nothing crazy. And basically, like, I had this list of books that you might want to read, and they'll basically, like, I noticed that they're all business books, and actually I realized yesterday that I'm not really in a mood for business books because they're like I've started quite a few, and basically I don't really feel like reading any. So yeah, just and then I changed my list to be a bit different, to read some books that are a bit different from what uh, like I've been planning on reading. And so basically yesterday I started reading this book, What's in It for Them by Joe Polish, and it's a fun book so far, and it's not as serious as the books that I've been reading lately, which is a good thing because I'm looking for something to just, read, have fun while reading it, and that's it. Don't feel like I'm pressuring myself to do anything. Like, I don't want to read any book that is asking me to take action. I'm okay to read any books that are informative or interesting, but I don't want to take any books that are asking me to take action, especially from a business perspective. So I was planning on reading $1 Million Weekend by Noah Kagan, but then I realized I don't want to read that because uh, he will ask to do stuff, but I'm like, I want to start a business right now, so I don't really care. So I don't want to read that kind of book that, makes me feel like that will make me feel like I'm not doing enough. I mean, to each like to each period of time, to each book, there is a specific like mood slash mindset. Like, depending on which mood. I don't feel like reading those kinds of books right now, like any tactical books and stuff like this. I'm not looking for currently right now. I'm just looking to give my mind a rest and to get inspired and like learn from fun people. So I have this the memoir by what's his name, Donald Miller, in the list. So A Million Miles in a Thousand Years. That sounds like a fun one. And maybe some books that I haven't really, like some side of books that I haven't really been reading lately. So Eight Roads of Love by Jay Shetty I might read. Maybe something by Brené Brown. I have this other book, Setting the Table by Danny Meyer. So actually, I had read Unreasonable Hospitality by Will Guidara, and it was just one of my favorite books ever. It was so inspiring, such a... I absolutely loved how it made me feel, and basically, like, if you don't know who Will Guidara is, he was, I think, the general manager at like basically the best restaurant in the world, and that's in New York. I don't remember the name because it's been a while since I've read that book. But basically, he worked for Danny Meyer for a bit. I think the restaurant was partially owned by Danny Meyer, and then they bought it back from him. So basically, I'm like, I think they have the same sort of philosophy when it comes to hospitality, and so that's why I think it would be fun to read this book by Danny Meyer. And maybe something by Tony Robbins, or like something health related, which I really haven't been reading much of. I've been listening to lots of podcasts about the topic, but really haven't been reading much health stuff. So maybe Life Force by Tony Robbins and Peter Diamandis, or some other health-related book that has been on my list for a little while. And I think it would be just fun to read something like that. Or like I'm not pressuring myself to read or anything. I think this week is about giving my mind and body some rest, so that I can come back energized and well rested for the next few months, which will be interesting, I think. And basically, my main focus is just to get lots of sleep, like really just go all in when it comes to sleep, like just sleep a lot, and mostly give myself the space to think, and try not to fill my time with the social media as a default, or like Netflix or whatever. Like, I would rather just sit on my couch and stare at the sky. And yeah, just that's something that I haven't been doing much, and that's something that I need a bit more of currently. And yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about for today. Thanks a lot for tuning in. You can click here to watch my previous video on this channel, so the one right before this one, or you can click here to watch my latest video on the channel overall. So I hope you have a fantastic rest of the night, whichever time of day it is where you are right now. Bye for now, and I will hopefully see you in the next one, which I will film in about 12 hours. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. Bye bye.